everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another VlogTober video. So it is Tuesday the 23rd of October and it's late. It is right at 10:30 p.m. and I am trying to get my life together, and let me tell you what I mean by that. So a lot of you know that I watch Sarah from Our Tribe of Many, and Sarah does a excuse me. Sarah does like once a month grocery shopping, but outside of that, she does her meal plan for the month. And I have watched her videos, grocery hauls, the meal plans, and for some reason it just wasn't clicking in my brain until the very last meal planning video that she did. Y'all forgive me, it is late and I had a meeting tonight, and so this is what you get. And the last video she did on meal planning actually started to click. And what happened was I could understand her thinking. So on Mondays, they have this. On Tuesdays, they have this. So snacks, breakfast, lunches, and then the dinner item is probably the most flexible. And I was able to pause the video where she said, okay, this is what we have for breakfast. And I'm like, why does this make sense to me? And it was indeed because every single day of the week it's the same all month long. So I kept thinking, okay, how can I implement this into my life? And I think I have come up with a plan. So here's why I am having to do this. So, you know, if you follow me for my budget videos, you know I share all of my real numbers. I share everything with you guys. I share my income, I share kids' income, I share YouTube stuff. I mean, just depending on what week it is that I'm filming. So yesterday I was getting ready for my ladies meeting. It was probably about 10 minutes till ladies meeting and I get a phone call. And normally my ex-husband does not call my phone because the kids have a home phone. It's just separate for them and him to communicate. Keeps me totally out of the picture. He can chit chat with them that way. So I get a call from him, and first thing I'm thinking is something is wrong with his mom because the kids are, you know, close with their grandmother. And he starts talking, and I am immediately thrown into, I already know what this conversation is going to be because it has happened way too many times to me. And he says, I am unemployed. And that is the conversation that you do not want to continue to have when you have had that conversation so many times over the last couple of years. And what that means for child support is I no longer am able to count on the state of North Carolina pulling out, or his work pulling out of his paycheck the finances that the kids get and sending it to North Carolina because he does not live in our state anymore. And them sending it to me at a reasonable time. So what I have to do now is I have to depend on him to send the funds on his own. And that was one of the issues when we first started doing child support, was I did not want him to have to send it on his own because he has not been good with that in the past. So I requested that it be pulled out of his check. That way I knew I would get it. So here I am, it's the end of October, we're getting ready to go into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you're telling me you don't have a job, which means you may not be able to pay child support, which means sometimes I save groceries until that money comes in because I know there's going to be something to recompense for the Taekwondo that I pay up front. So the question is, are your kids going to still take Taekwondo? Yes, they are. And why is that? Because over the years, I've learned how to coupon, and I do know how to coupon, and I coupon very heavily and all of that, but the meal planning wasn't always the best. And I would plan for dinners, but I'm looking at my meal planner here, didn't always necessarily plan for breakfasts and lunches. And so when I was watching Sarah's video, it hit me, this is how you're going to make it through these tight months, because we're getting ready to squeeze our budget really tight because of that loss of income. Am I worried? No. Am I stressed out? Absolutely not. Am I going to make it work? That's what I do. I work it out. So I prayed about it. I said, Lord, help my heart not feel some type of way, because we've been through this so many times. And it's normally around Christmas or summer when the kids are going back for school and I need to get curriculum. So those are the times it usually happens. And I say that he had been doing very well. So I do want to put that out there. He had been doing extremely well and paying on time. I was just thinking the other week, I'm so proud of him because he has really done a good effort. And I've not had to call and ask questions. Actually, even for him to call me and say, hey, this is what it is, was a step up. Because sometimes I would notice that there wasn't a deposit, and I would have to call and say, hey, is something going on? So this time for him to say this is what is happening, I give it to him, and I get it, you know. And he did say, you know, after his rent, this was his second most important thing that he needed to take care of. And I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. However, at this point, he still is unemployed, which means no child support, which means mom has to go into mom mode, and I have to budget. I've got a plan. I've got to use what we have on hand. I have to do all of the things. So I went back today, watched Sarah's video, and I think I finally, like I said, finally could understand what she was saying. Because I now have to plan for breakfasts, lunches, snacks, and dinners. And another reason is I was actually able to get onto Carb Manager on my computer, because I can't get on it on my phone during the day. My Wi-Fi or something doesn't work. But I was able to get on the computer, and I was logging in my meals. Now, by the time I had lunch, I pretty much was close to my carb allotment for the day. I still had a few carbs left. And the only thing I had was I had a double chocolate blender muffin that Shelly made on her channel. And I had some leftover Mississippi chicken, some green beans, and a bacon wrapped piece of cabbage. I didn't have anything else for the day. And I was pretty close to my carb count, although I did still have a good amount of fat and protein for the day. So by me planning out what I'm going to eat, what the kids are going to eat, and then I had also had a bulletproof coffee this morning. That's going to help us stay within our macros, because I do want to maintain keto even though I'm having to tighten up my budget. It's just going to make me be more purposeful. So I sat down and I wrote out some things, and I think this is going to help me. I don't have it all fully planned out, but I think I'm doing pretty good. So I did want to share with you my planner so that you can see what I'm working with. So this is the week of October the 21st to the 27th. And I will say one more time that I really love this Carrie L meal planner. It is a game changer for me. I use it all of the time. Thank you so much, sweet friend who sent this to us, who gifted this to me. I will leave this in the description box below. I'm sorry I don't have a coupon code that you can get something off, but I will say if you want to invest into your family and your budget and that type of thing, it may be something to save up for, or put it on your Christmas list. You know, somebody might say, hey, what you want for Christmas? Well, I just saw this plan. But I use this faithfully. So for the week of October the 21st to the 27th, I have Mississippi chicken, which is what we had on Sunday. I had garlic parmesan chicken tenders, which you should have seen a video for that. Then we did pork chili. So we had an issue with our chili. It didn't exactly come out right. So we actually had to make a change for tonight's meal. And we actually did spaghetti squash with shrimp in an Alfredo sauce. And that worked out real well. The kids enjoyed that so much. So tomorrow, I have no idea what my meal is going to be, because we have a small group that we're supposed to go to. They've changed our time to 7 o'clock, so we might be able to make it. And then on Thursday, I'm going to do the keto cheddar broccoli soup. And then Friday, of course, it's going to be our pizzas. And then on Saturday, I'm going to do a whole chicken with veggies. And the reason I'm doing that, and it's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. I'll have to play with it and see, because Alana and I have a mother-daughter luncheon on Saturday. And then I've got some school stuff that I need to get done. And then, of course, getting videos and all that. So I'm trying to only do my major cooking on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm trying to do at least 2 crock pot meals, Tuesday and Thursday, possibly some leftovers Monday and Wednesday. So I'm trying to work that out, because for right now, this is going to really just end up helping me. So what I did after I wrote out that meal plan, I then wrote down on the back of another sheet, freezer clean out, like what do I have? What are my staples that I keep in my freezer? Then I was writing out over here, freezer love, and that means what I have in my freezer. And then down here, I started making some plans for breakfast, lunches, snacks, and dinners. So I think I got my breakfasts together with the exception of Thursday and Friday, and I don't know yet. So if you have some thoughts that are keto friendly, let me know. So breakfasts for Monday, I think I'm going to have eggs, and we're going to do the egg muffins. So if we do 20 egg muffins, 20 egg, let me see, 20 egg, that would be too many. We need 6 per Monday. So we probably are going to do 12 because we can have 2 eggs a piece. So if I do 1 whole muffin pan, that will get us through Monday. So eggs for Monday. I'm doing a batch of waffles on the weekend for Tuesday. We can put those in the freezer and the kids can have them on Tuesdays. Sausage balls for Wednesdays. I have no clue for Thursday and Friday just yet. I figured bagels on Saturday because we can make them on Saturday. Or maybe we would move bagels to Sunday. And then I could do French toast sticks on Sunday or Saturday because I could make keto bread on Friday night. So and then every Monday I'm going to have eggs. And then every Tuesday it's going to be waffles. Lunches, right now I'm not really sure. I'm thinking tuna might work. I'm thinking tuna or chicken salad, either one, because I think I have some of that in the pantry. And they can do that 2 days a week. What else is keto friendly? I was thinking meat and cheese slices they could do with low carb tortilla. I could make that like a sandwich day. Then I was thinking I could do hard-boiled eggs could be one, or that could be a snack. So I'm trying to get my life together. And then for dinners, we're going to do a meatless Monday. I'm thinking about a Taco Tuesday, some kind of Mexican. So like a Taco Tuesday, either that's going to be a tortilla soup or something I can do in the crock pot. I could probably do I do a dip that Alana likes a lot, so I'm thinking about that. Wednesday, that is a longer day at Taekwondo. That may be another meatless day because I'm not going to be able to buy a lot of meat. Thursday, I know Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be crock pot days. I don't know exactly, so that's probably going to be like a soup of some kind because of the winter, in the fall, winter. And then for Friday night, it'll be pizza or wings. Saturday, it's going to be cooking fresh, so either fish or chicken or turkey. And then Sunday will be a fresh meal as well. And normally I'll cook after I get home from church. So some of the snacks I put down were some of Sarah's snacks. She did hot chocolate because I'm thinking about doing a bulletproof hot chocolate for the kids and letting them try that. Hard-boiled eggs. Shelly showed granola from the Texas Granola Girl, and she used it as cereal. So I'm thinking about making that granola and having that to be one of my breakfasts. But they could also have that as a snack. And then either tuna or personal pan pizzas for snacks, so we can make the pizzas ahead. Just make the small, cut up the dough and make it smaller. And then we can flash freeze those and put them in Ziploc bags, and then we can use those, take them if we need to, or throw them in the oven. Then I'm thinking we can do cheese sticks, meat slices, pickles, pepperoni slices, sugar-free Jell-O. Alana likes the chocolate sugar-free Jell-O. Quest bars, pork rinds. I found a good recipe for keto cheese dip, and then I also found another recipe for some keto crackers. They're like the little Cheez-It cracker things. So I found a couple of, I've got a couple ideas going, and I'm going to keep working on this because we're going to implement this starting the first week of November because we're just finishing out October. we're going to make do with what we have. I get my supplement this month, so I'll be able to catch up on any bills. I do got to get ma'am some medicines and some different things. I have to finish paying my HOA fees. So as I go into November, I'm going to actually crunch in that budget and try to make it as best as I can. Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So welcome back to another VlogTober video. So I have about 30 minutes before I need to be leaving for a meeting. And I noticed yesterday when I was trying to find some stuff in the deep freezer that there just seems to be a lot of just out of place. And you know, I need to make sure that I know what I have. And then I received some news yesterday that I really was not looking forward to that is going to affect my grocery budget. So I am going into tight grocery budget mode. And in order for me and the kids to maintain doing keto and to eat as good as we have been, is to go very tight into my budget to make sure that I'm not overspending, and to make sure that I know exactly what I have. So knowing exactly what I have and making sure that we can find it is going to go a long way into helping me not have anxiety with food and not having enough. And I'm saying this right on the back of me just about cleaning out my pantry and giving things away. But I do believe that the Lord is going to take care of us. Whatever I gave away, I believe He's going to give back to us, good measure, pressed down and shaken together. So what I'm going to do is do my portion. I'm going to be a good steward so that I'm not overbuying. I'm not buying multiples of something. In order for me to do that, I need to know exactly what I have in my freezer. So come along with me and the kids as we work on cleaning out our garage deep freezer. Okay, so here's our deep freezer. I'm going to open it up and then we're going to start pulling out some of the things that we do have. And then that way you can kind of see with me as I kind of go through the things that we do and don't have. So we got some ice when we thought that Michael was coming through. Well, when it was coming through, the western part of the state got a little bit hit harder than we did. So I bought a couple bags of ice just so I wouldn't lose. I would have a less likely chance of losing my food as quickly if the hurricane were to come through and we lost power again. So I'm taking that out. Alright, so here is everything that we pulled out of the freezer. I see you, little fella. Jackson, look in Mom's school bag and bring my planner. So this is a good representation of everything we have in our freezer. So I've got some sausage, some Brussels sprouts, some lunch meat, fish, shrimp. I've got lots of veggies. I have a chicken, some steak pieces, plenty of bacon, and then inside the freezer that I didn't take out, I have 3 things of chicken breast and then cheese. So we're going to get Leland in here to get some inventorying done, and then we're just going to clean this out and make sure that we know what we have so we can prepare for our meals. Freezer inventory. So the kids and I went out, we inventoried the freezer outside, And we actually have changed up because we thought when the hurricane was coming through, the freezer would be a better option to keep things cold. So we took all of the freezer things from inside the house as much as we could and put them out in the deep freezer, and we put ice bags over them because we didn't want to lose any of the food, or we wanted to slow down the losing process if we were to lose power again. So in the freezer we have cream cheese times 2, those are the blocks, and I do have one in the container. Onions times 1, sliced cheese times, this should say 6. There's 6 sliced cheeses, so let me change that. Keto bread is 1, green beans times 2. Nope, that's not even the right inventory. Hold on a minute, y'all. I have another one. Oops, wrong inventory. Alrighty, we got the right list now. So I have spinach times 2, collards times 2, broccoli times 5, cauliflower times 5, Brussels sprouts times 2, seasoned blend 1. I have 2 packages of the margarita tequila lime sausages, 1 steak, pepperoni times 2. These are the large round ones that Jackson likes. I have 2 pork tenderloins, 1 whole chicken. I have some chicken shortcut strips times 1. I have some cooked perfect chicken. I have some buffalo chicken bites, and I have some chili lime something, tenderloins. I have 1 ham, that's sandwich meat ham. I have soft tacos times 2. Those are not keto friendly, so the kids and I won't be eating those, but of course sometimes we'll do a small group, so I'll keep those for that. Shrimp times 1, guac times 1, cream cheese times 3, mozzarella cheese times 3, and then 6 times sliced cheese. So these are the things that I have in the freezer and on hand that I'm able to make some meals out of and pretty much figure out how we're going to get ourselves through November. With that being said, there is a section in the back of the meal planner called Gatherings. And so I'm going to actually start with my Thanksgiving. I don't think I'm hosting Thanksgiving at my house this year. I think we're going to my mom's. And of course, I'm going to have a little chit chat with you guys about my mom and update you on her health and things. So you guys are in the loop as to what is going on with that. But I'm going to start planning in, because if I'm going to do anything for Thanksgiving, I always try to keep something for my kids at home. Then I'm going to have to start picking with coupons the things I can start getting now. And so I'm going to do Thanksgiving, and then I'm planning another event called My Favorite Things. That's going to be a ladies' night. So it's going to be my favorite things. And then I'm actually going to go back and then start planning for Christmas, and then Alana's birthday. And then, of course, it'll be Mom's birthday, but I'll do nothing for my birthday. And so as the weeks go along, I'm just going to start trying to plan now so that I can use my good coupons that I've gotten from the coupon friends to help me get the things that I need. So anyway, that is a quick update and freezer inventory and kind of the wheels on my bus as they go around and round about how we're trying to make it through until everything gets back squared away as far as incoming monies and that type of thing. Again, I know how to coupon. I know how to get the best deals. I know how to get coupons on, deals on meat. I know how to buy markdown, yellow tags, red tags. We are perfectly fine with that. I know how to do no meats, and I have been researching keto, meatless keto, because you can still do meatless keto. There are some things that we can do. I'm probably going to try to shop mostly at Aldi, because maybe it's going to be cheaper at Aldi. Although with my coupons, I can get some really good deals at Harris Teeter. It's love at Harris Teeter. So I'm going to work that out. I did receive from my daughter today enough to get 2 gift cards. So what I'm going to do, and somebody mentioned this for my summertime, was to just take the monies when you get extra money and buy gift cards. So I'm going to buy 2 gift cards to Harris Teeter. That'll help us get through the first couple of weeks of November. And then once I get I was trying to do my budget, but I don't know what my deposit is going to be yet. Then of course I have 2 travel checks coming in. One is going to be a little bit less than I thought because my mileage had to get readjusted because I didn't drive a county car. I drove my own vehicle. So I told her it was no problem. Just, do the adjustment. So whatever I get is still going to help. And I'm going to try to use that towards groceries. I may not be able to pay a lot off on my student loan just now. I may have to take a break from that debt snowball for a few months until I can get things rolling back again. But I'm going to make my regular payments. But anywho, I'll update all of my budget stuff when I do my budget video for November. And I'm going to try really hard to track everything for November and do a video every week in November for my budget. I was not able to do so in September and October, just trying to get back through this storm, and everything is kind of back to normal. So for November and moving forward, I think I'm going to be okay. But it is 10:55 here, and I have to get up at 5:30 for school in the morning. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for stopping by. We had a few quick minutes, so I said, let's go and inventory the freezers. And then I was working on that plan, and I wanted to put some things together. I did want to say thank you, Sarah, so much for doing that very last video where you showed us your computer and your list and how you plan, because it actually helped me a lot. I'm not a meal planner. I can cook. I love to cook, but I'm not necessarily a meal planner. And then sometimes I plan, but I can't stick to the plan because of my busy schedule. But I think if I can do my 2 crock pots per week, if I can do my main cooking on the weekends when I'm not working and having things after school, and then if I could do a leftover night here or there, I think we're going to be okay. Probably around Christmas, I may renegotiate some things, but I've got to get us through Thanksgiving. So anywho, that is it. Hope this was helpful for you. If it was, just leave us a comment down below. If you have any questions, leave us a comment. If you have any suggestions on breakfasts, lunches, snacks, or dinners that are keto friendly, please leave us a comment down below or a link. We'd be happy to check it out. But again, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to head to bed, and we'll see you next video. Bye now.